Yo guys, Mr. Bresco here. Today we're going to go through an Akali matchup against Darius in the top lane. So yeah, basically with this build, first we're going to start with the runes. The runes, because you're in the top lane, you want to go resolve first because it just keeps you tankier, gives you more sustain in the laning phase, which is really important for Akali. As against top laners, generally she should kind of struggle, but with this build you should be able to stomp on a Darius, which is what we're going through, Akali versus Darius top. So the build that you want to go is Grasp of the Undying into Bone Plating, into Chrysalis, and then into Revitalize. I'll go through each of them right now. Grasp of the Undying is just so you want to go Grasp of the Undying because when you compare them to all the other keystones, it's just better. It's easier to proc, and yeah, it's just better. It gives you that bit more health, and it synergizes really well with your passive because a lot of the time you'll be using your abilities and then you'll back off and then go for the auto attack, and then that will give you the grasp proc. So it synergizes well with the passive. That's why you go Grasp of the Undying as your keystone. Secondly, you go Bone Plating because it makes you tankier in lane. It helps you out with trades. It helps you out with fast, quick trades, and that's what you're going to be doing it versus Darius. You're going to be going in for quick little trades, hitting them with your ability, backing off, getting the auto attack passive, and yeah. Next up, you go Chrysalis. Just because it gives you that nice bit of health. Again, helping you sustain in lane, and the fact that the health will translate to AD once you get a certain amount of kills, I believe. Yeah, once you get 4 kills, so it will help out early game, like keep you tanky and sustain, and then obviously once you get more kills, it will kind of trade that off for damage, which is really good, really good. Lastly, we go Revitalize because the other ones are not too good, and Revitalize synergizes with your Q as long as you're on like high enough energy, because your Q will give healing if you're on high enough energy. So yeah. For our secondary, we go Domination because we want some damage. We just we've gone to health, now we need a bit of damage, right? So we're gonna go Sudden Impact. The armor pen the magic pen and the lethality that it gives you, it's really useful. It's really important, and yeah, Akali's E is pretty important, and it's nice to jump in with a lot of AD and etc. lethality, whatever. Secondly, there's 2 options. So you could go Ultimate Hunter, which is what I prefer because you're going to be more tanky, so it's nice to have your ult a lot. Or you could go the one which gives you health based on ability damage. I can't quite remember what it's called, but yeah, or you could do that. But I prefer going Ultimate Hunter. I think that's the best. Yeah. So next up, we're going to go on to the early game, like the laning phase, instant startup items that you're going to get versus the Darius. So you're going to go for, generally in most top lane matchups, providing that they're AD, you're going to go Cloth Armor into 4 pots. It just gives you so much more sustain, and it's just really useful. The 4 pots and the armor is going to make you tanky. You're going to be able to take easy trades, especially against the Darius where he's got bleed. It's important that you're going to, you want to be winning the quick trades, and with this build you will be winning the quick trades, providing you don't stay in the trade long enough, or providing that you don't miss all your abilities, or not necessarily hit your passives too much. So yeah, so you go Cloth Armor into 4 pots, and then yeah, next like kind of I guess kind of mid kind of laning phase, I guess, like I don't know. So on your first back you want to be getting to that basically. It's fine if you don't, like, it's not that big of a deal, because like if you've got enough for a longsword and what's it called, if you've got enough for a longsword and a rejuvenation bead, sorry, then it's perfectly fine. Like you don't need to back with a Tiamat, but you need to back. The first item you want to be getting is a Tiamat. Helps you with clearing the lane and just pushing, getting CS, and you want to be constantly pushing against this Darius. Because a lot of the time you want to have good kind of lane pushing as the Akali. That's why you go Tiamat, because a lot of the time the Darius will be trying to go aggro on you, because Darius is a strong champion and generally he should be able to beat you unless you play well. like because of his bleed and etc. So Darius will be constantly pushing, so you want to be able to, you know, equally push and CS properly. So that's why you go for the Tiamat, and also it builds into your next item. It builds into your second item, so that's another reason why you go Tiamat. But yeah, so you go Tiamat, and then you go into Build Water Cutlass because it gives you the lifesteal and it gives you a decent amount of AD, and it gives you the lifesteal which will help you further help you sustain in lane in the laning phase, which is good. And then after that, you build into Hextech Gunblade, and yeah, Hextech Gunblade is your first item. It gives you healing, synergizes with your what's it called? Q, because it's effective with area of effect damage, and your Q is area of effect damage, and of course it's got a nice active which deals a bit of ability damage, and you know, Akali needs all the damage you can get. It's pretty nice. So yeah, synergizes with a Q, that's where you get Hextech Gunblade. As well, it gives you AP and AD. That's a really important factor as to why we're doing this, because we don't want to go full AD. What we want to do is first item gives 40 AP, AD and 80 AP, I believe. Yeah. So that's the mainly generally going to be your only AP item that you're going to buy. And yeah, you want a little bit of AP because the second part of your ult, you know, it's pretty reliant on it, and your Q will also do just a little bit more damage. You don't want to go full AD. Yeah. So after that, you want to of course go into Titanic Hydra, and Titanic Hydra obviously does, the more health you have, the more damage you do. So after Titanic Hydra, you're gonna start going a little bit more tankier. So after that, you're gonna go, yeah. So you're gonna go Titanic Hydra. So obviously, Titanic Hydra, Hextech Gunblade are core items. Some more core items are Dead Man's, and then into Storm Razor. Those are like the core items, I guess. So those are the items that you want to be building generally, no matter what. I think Storm Razor can be an exception though. I think it can be changed out, but you know, it's pretty solid because you're going to be going in trying to one tap, you know. The damage from that 100% chance crit after every few seconds or whatever, I think it's really important. So I'd say those items are core, and you want to always be building them. There are of course other viable items that you can build, and I'll show them on screen for you now. But generally, you know, yeah, there are a lot of viable matchup specific items that you can go, and I'll show them on screen quickly for you. And finally, for boots, most of the time you will be going Ionian boots of Lucidity, and this is because the build that you're going is already like, you're gonna have tankiness, you're gonna have AP, I mean MR, or like you're 100% gonna have AD because that's a core item, Deadman's, and you probably will be having AP as well, like Adaptive Helm, which is a viable item which I should be showing up. Yeah, so you would want to go Ionian Boots of Lucidity because, you know, you won't be needing Tabby. You already got Deadman's, you're already tanky enough. You probably have Adaptive Helm as well if they got heavy AP, so you might not need it. So, and I think the cooldowns are actually pretty useful, especially when you're going in and out of your shroud, and you know, you want to try and play around your cooldowns. So if they're lower, you know, it's just nice quality of life kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's important. Yeah. Of course, when you're going against like heavy AP or like along with like heavy CC, I think then it's cool to go Merc Treads. But I think Merc Treads are the only other boots that are, you know, solid to go really. Because Akali gets really shut down versus CC, like really shut down. It does suck a lot. Of course, you can outplay it, but generally CC just really sucks for Akali. So yeah, Merc Treads is an option of boots that you can go. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave you with some highlights of my deck, of my Akali versus Darius top matchup, and hope you enjoy, learn from it. One more thing I want to say before I go is you want to always try and be looking at your map, getting vision, and being aware, because when you're playing Akali, as long as you beat the Darius or beat the top lane champion, you will be able to outplay most junglers unless the jungler is a tank. Like you'll be able to 2v1 pretty easily if you're stomping the Darius or whoever you're going against top lane. As long as, provided that they're AD, you know, you got a pretty high chance of 2v1ing pretty easily. And a lot of the time you'll see in my highlights, I do get close to 2v1ing, and I do 2v1 at one point, I believe. So yeah, Akali is a champion that's got a lot of outplay potential, and you just want to be playing around that, focusing, and keeping good vision, you know, putting wards there, even venturing to put a ward there, or there, and there. Just around the river and kind of around the jungle is pretty important. So yeah, generally, yeah, that's all I have to say. So I'm going to leave you with the highlights now. Peace out. So, yo guys, one thing I forgot to say at the start of the video, and one thing I want to say now, is when you're playing Akali, I don't know if you know, but her AD scales way harder than her AP. So for instance, say you get an AP item, right? Say you got an AP item, it gives you 20 AP. Your ability will only get like plus 10 AP. And then say you get an AD item, gives you 20 AD, your ability will get plus 19 AD. You know, you just get more AD for the item that you get. You scale harder with your AD items. So AD Akali is better. Does do more damage than AP Akali. There's no question. It does more damage. So yeah, but that doesn't mean you should completely wipe out AP. And well, yeah, okay, it's good to try them out. And yeah, AP doesn't mean AP is absolutely crap. It's just doesn't do as much damage as AD. So yeah.
what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try.
So, last thing just to quickly say, this video is only meant to focus on, the laning phase, Akali versus the Darius matchup. So I'm not gonna put in the whole clip, every clip of every kill that I get in the game, because I got like 24 kills. So yeah, but I hope you guys understood a little about the matchup, and in the future I hope you win a lot of Akali versus Darius matchups, or just Akali versus AD top matchups. And yeah, peace out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, see you later.